Hello everyone and welcome back to Farming Simulator 17 with none other than myself, Bluestar. As you can see, I've got the harvester here kicking up, running. I'm starting to harvest up my canola field here. Um, I had planted soybeans on this one little field right here. Um, don't remember if I emptied a trailer load of the soybean yet or not. Let's double check this. Yes, I have put a little bit of soybean into the silo. So a little over 6,000 right now, plus this little bit of a trailer load that I have. So, um, just been working the farm, trying to figure stuff out, talking with a couple of my friends online, trying to see, do a little bit different gameplay, and so we're figuring out um, what's going on. As you can see right there, I have bought a fertilizer, and I do have a new cultivator slash seeder right there. Um, did some talking and came to the conclusion by selling off one of the tractors, the cultivator, and the seeder, I could go and purchase that right there. That way I can get a tractor to it in one pass. So that's what I've got going right now. This is the seeder right here, the Vanderstad. Capable of doing multiple grain types. We'll look at it here in the shop real quick since it opens up. There we go. So this is the one we had. This is the one you started with, the Great Plains here. As you can see, it can do wheat, barley, canola, soybean. I think that's the rye, and then grass. And then the Vanderstag over here can do the same exact crops. The one thing I am noticing, if you notice right here, when I'm on the Great Plains, I have this icon right here, but the Vanderstag does not. This one has the capability of doing the first fertilization pass, where the Vanderstag doesn't. But this one's going to cultivate and seed, where I don't have to make, another tractor run with cultivating. I will have to come back and do the fertilization, but this guy's doing a 6-meter pass versus a 3-meter. So I'm hoping with that combo set up, it'll get stuff done a little bit faster, save a little bit more money on the hired hands having to work for me. My only question is now is hopefully this little case tractor, which is the most powerful of the two tractors I currently own right now, can actually handle this, and it's not too much for it. Back up here. Get set on the edge of the field. Rye, barley, canola, soybean. That's rye. Now, let's double check something. I wanted to wait and do this with you guys, that way we can do it together. It's here in the help menu. It talks about different crops, sowing, harvesting, root. So different crops, and we have the rye. I think there's a spot. Okay, root crop processing. Oh, oilseed radish. That's the one that is the oilseed radish. That's what it's called. As I read this, what it says here, the oilseed radish is a special crop as you don't harvest it in the end, but dig it in. Once the plants are visible, you can use a cultivator on your field. So it's a so-called green manure and works as a fertilizer, increasing your next yield by 30%. So I was going to try that out here and plant the entire field in this crop. That way we can see the increase, and then come back and put the same crop right back on top of it to see if it actually yields 30% increase. So it's a basic test involved. So got those working right now. A little bit of info I found out. I know I did a mission last time. I continue doing missions right here on this guy right here. And some information I got. As you can see, I've done quite a few more. Um, I have this on paperwork, so I'm kind of read it off a little bit to you. But the very first field one y'all saw me do was the harvest. It was Sure Beets I harvested. He paid me $8,831 for it, and I got a time bonus of $2,933 for it. And the original nominal value for the field to outright buy it was $46,979, and it dropped it to $46,040. So as my likenesses went up, it went. Well, I continued doing that. Next mission he gave me after that was to fertilize the field. I got paid again for it, plus the time bonus. So then that dropped it to 45,100. Did another one, 44. It kept coming down. From what I can tell, roughly every time I did a mission for him, this nominal value was dropping. I'm gonna estimate about somewhere about $900. Rough estimate just for this field number 19. But the money he was paying me, how much he'll pay me here plus the time bonus. After I did the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I did the first 6. Then I added up the money he paid me for just doing the work and the time money I got, and I made a grand total. See if I had it written here. I didn't save it, but it was just over $46,000 I had earned. And at the time to purchase the field, it was only $42,000. So with that basic information, you can pick any of these fields in game. I'm gonna guess, it may not be 100% true, but almost any field, and just come over here and start doing the missions and buy the field by just doing the missions that the current owner has for you to do. So that great big number, field 5, way up there. Let me actually open in this map over here. If I push the right button. If I go over here and do his missions, it's going to be a lot of work to do this field. But the cost of what I might be being paid might just buy the entire field for me after doing the work. Now, I don't have all that money because I was buying tractors and equipment and seeds and paying farm hands. But if you start doing that over and over again, it's a good way to earn money early in the game. And he's still offering me missions. So my next couple of questions I have is, what happens when he fully likes me all the way? Can I still do any more? So that's something else I will want to be keeping an eye on. How's this guy doing? No, I need to go check on him. So I need to continue working to see what that is. And a friend told me, I hadn't checked it out yet, but there's the same owner will own multiple fields. So we don't know if there's any. Does the owner owning multiple fields and his likeness affect another field or not? I do not know that answer yet. That's something else we'll have to verify. Things like that. I think actually Savvy's the one that told me that, so I'll go ahead and give Savvy Alloy a shout out. He's a friend of mine. I've been playing multiple games with him, from Minecraft to Farming Sim to Elite Dangerous to 7 Days to Die. I think those are all the games that we've actually joined in and at least multiplayer together. Making quick work of that. Turn off the engine. So some of the other things I'm looking at trying to do here soon is looking more at maybe getting into animals. I've heard animals is a good way to get a lot of money real quick. So basically, they give overview for each of the different animals here. Talks a little bit about cows, how you gotta do total mixed rations and your slurry mixture and your manure. But to look more at them and what it takes to raise them is you got to come over to your animal screen, and there's a little bit of work it looks like that's involved. For each one, you got to do, You got the productivity, the reproduction rate, you know, their fill levels based on what they're producing, and then what they need. So sheep are probably the easiest to get going. You got to be able to water them and give them hay. Hay, I'm guessing it's hay or grass, or hay and grass. I'm not sure. But, you know, just getting the hay up and going. All three of the animals require straw. No, they're hay. Hay and straw is different. Gotta be careful with that. Grass and hay are the same, but straw is different. Both of these require straw. So, with knowing that these two require straw, leads me to think I need to be looking at probably getting a forage wagon or a loader wagon soon, and start, you know, stocking that up and getting those going. Especially when that field in the background is barley, which should leave us the swath pass again that we can pick up and use. We didn't get advantage of it from the wheat because I didn't think it through and was too excited doing other things. So I'm thinking that's going to be the next piece of equipment I need to look at getting. It's going to be a loader wagon. So let's take a look at a loader wagon. Loading wagons. So it looks like we got 4 options in the game. This is by far the cheapest at $31,000. So let's see if we can actually make a little bit of money here. There's my truck. Do another mission for this guy here. Write this information down. I'm going to fully track all the missions for this guy here. You know, see with its order. Fertilization does not surprise me that it's next because that harvesting is what it did. So fertilizing, and he currently wants $40,402 for his field. Fertilizing is pretty quick and simple. It's probably one of the fastest ones you can do. I do like how, you know, doing the little submission here, you get to use different equipment and see how the different combos work. And you're actually seeing, you know, at least Giant's recommendation for the way they put the missions together, combos of equipment to work together. Like this is the Dutz tractor right here, the Agrostar 6.61 with a 700 kilogram weight to pull this manure trailer out here, or slurry trailer, however you want to refer to it. Now this is the second time I'm doing this mission, the same exact mission on the same exact field, and the pay rate looks to stay the same. Because, you know, I harvested, then he had me do this fertilization, then he had me plow the field. I'm a little bit off, Yeah, had me plow it, then I cultivated it, then I sowed it, or seeded it. I'm off again. Trying to read and talk at the same time. Sowing it, then I did the other fertilizing spraying, like the sprayer I have over there on the field, or actually in my little shed. Then I did the harvesting. The only thing that changed was instead of harvesting sugar beet again for the second time, is I harvested corn. Yes, I believe it was corn, and I just used a basic, um, harvester, kind of like what I have right now. So it'll be interesting, to step through this again, see if, I can come to the end of the missions like I was mentioning earlier. Like I said, this is probably one of the easier missions that he'll allow you to do, and it's probably one of the cheapest paid too, if I remember right. No, actually, this fertilizing pays a little bit more than the other fertilizing, and it's because you have to make more trips. It takes a little bit longer. I think this thing only sprays roughly 8 meters or 9 meters wide, and the other sprayer sprays about 12 meters wide. So it takes a little bit more time to, process the field. Cool thing is you don't have to be 100% accurate on all of this for the mission, but get about 98, 97% of the field. That little strip over there that I missed earlier probably will not hurt me. It's actually probably going to finish before I even get to the end of this strip, and it does. So again, he pays me the same amount, $2,117. Again, I got only $1,047. So it probably took me a little bit longer to do that one. I didn't get as much of a time bonus this time, but I did make that mistake and have to, readjust. You're doing okay, but we'll offload you. Biggest thing I like about the mission, being able to do that, is I'm able to do a mission like that, jump over here, take care of the harvester, unload him, then go right back and do another mission for him or another job. Are you completely done? Looks like it. Got you set up. Okay. Jump right back in here. Really? Okay, well, he's not going to have me plow it this time. He's going to have me cultivate it. Okay. Not a problem. Current cost of the field would be $39,463. Looking at the screen, he's going to pay me the same amount for cultivating that he did last time. Kind of interesting. He actually had me plow it last time. I think there is a feature in the game. I think I've already showed it. If not, I can show it right now. Here under game settings, periodic plow required is in the game. And I think for the mission, that's what's going on. Is every so often you must plow your field. You don't have to do it every time, but you can activate that, and it will require it every now and then. So let's see here. Now I am noticing so far all the equipment I've used has been the same repeat. You know, the fertilization was the same, the cultivator now is the same. At least that part of it's the same. I'll probably do a little bit of a time lapse right here, guys, or actually I'll do a cut and paste just to speed us through this part, but I'll go ahead and knock this field out real quick and bring you back when I'm done with it. See you in a little bit. Welcome back, everyone. As you can see, I'm almost done here. Looks like I just gotta, do another trip back the other direction. And voila, there's $5,392. Another $3,088 for time bonus. Oop. Oh crap, this is full too. I didn't notice that last time. Hurry, 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 gotta go faster. Ah, I forgot, wrong thing, they changed the commands on me. As you can see, we're up to $24,000 because I've been doing those little missions over there real quick. Might be able to do one or two more of them, be able to afford the loading wagon. Get this last part done. I'll just stay with him or her. Don't even know who's driving it. Looks like a him. We got a guy in there? Yeah, looks like Bob's in there. Oh, they're calling him A. So, A for Adam. Hey, Adam. Or do y'all prefer Anthony? Yeah, it'll be Adam. Okay, you're done with that. Do I get control? Can I drive? Oh. Duh. Gotta start the engine. Got to start the engine, George. Got to start the engine. So we had a trailer of 8,000, now we got another 6,000, so that's 14,491 on the canola. Let's change this up. Let's tap the U here, and that's the grain door. Let's tip to the left this time. Easy pleasy. I think that actually drains faster if it dumps to the side. One thing I am missing is the inspector mod. So I'm not sure who designed that, but if you're working on it, please, thank you. I did love having that up there on the right side, you know, telling me the current fill levels of different pieces of equipment. Oh, I could see it. I am definitely a big fan of the improvement that Giants did with the reprogramming the UI or AI worker. I think they've done a lot of good work in that, in my opinion, on that. So I'm just going to say it. It looks like the fill textures have changed a little bit for the seed. I don't remember exactly what the wheat looked like, but you know, that looks a little bit healthier the way, you know, grain is going to actually look. I know in 15 they made the canola look a little bit more blackish, like it was real. This is a little bit, I want to say this is a slightly darker shade of brown than the wheat, so they don't look the same no more. I don't know if there was a distinction in that, but I know the video graphics are helping that. The UI or AI helper from the Hired Hands looks to be doing a lot better. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Uphills, this tractor's a little bit struggling with this, but it's managing.